back to Bucktown Cooks, Bucktown, Pennsylvania, Owen J. Roberts Middle School, room 108, your family consumer science room. And today, our special guest chef is none other than Mr. Ryan King. Yes.
I never played baseball. I think it's a nice walk-up song. About to hit a home run with these quesadillas, kids.
That's right. In his 11th year, teaching ELA at Owen J. Roberts, he is here to teach us one of his classic recipes, the quesadilla.
Yes.
So
the quesadilla is a family favorite of mine.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
As we have our cameraman working on the volume over there. Awesome.
The music is still playing.
Yeah. I can keep that thing going. I'm loud. Quesadilla is a favorite at our house because it's easy, it's fast, and my 18-month-old son
It's a good thing you don't teach
loves
that.
it. You're right.
Okay.
He loves the quesadilla. And so I'm going to show you how to grate some cheese today, how to throw it on some tortillas. We're going to fry it up, and we have some avocado and some salsa to dip it in. It's going to be delicious.
So this sounds like a great after-school snack. Is this something you think kids can make?
You can make this in 5 minutes, and
Yep.
we're gonna grate the cheese here. But if you hey, love on your mom and dad, say hey, get some shredded cheese. It saves you some time doing that too. But this is a good skill to have to shred some cheese.
So we're gonna start then. This is called a box grater, and because it's cheese, we're gonna go with the largest holes. So sometimes, like the smaller holes, that might be more for like Parmesan cheese. This one, smallest, are more for zesting the skin or the rind of a lemon or an orange. But we're gonna go ahead and with the large holes, watch your fingers, watch your knuckles. Because
Yeah, watch your fingers. This thing will cut you up real quick.
it'll bloody your knuckles. And
What kind of cheese here? You have,
Yes.
we got like a little.
Yep.
Is it cheddar?
It's a Colby Jack.
Colby Jack. Oh
And
man.
The reason why I picked a mix is because it melts better.
Okay.
Colby melts a little bit better than a straight sharp cheddar. Straight sharp cheddar is going to get a little bit more greasy and a little bit more stringy. This one will melt a little bit nicer.
Colby Jack. My brother's a big cheese guy, and Colby Jack is one of his favorites. He likes to put this on everything.
So, and I like to do this on a
recognize it.
cutting board so that you're not making a huge mess.
As you can see, someone's a little faster than Mr. King. I don't really do this too often. This is Colbert's a pro. I'm a little slow.
So you walked in on Eye of the Tiger. Are you like from the 80s or something?
I was born in the 80s, but no, I do love the Rocky movies. I have the poster in my classroom, and I just thought that was one that, be familiar for all the kiddos at home to
Yeah, it's a good one. So you were born in the 80s. Mr. Cresswell is our cameraman today. When were you born, Mr. Cresswell?
I was born a little bit before the 80s. 1973. Same year as somebody else that's on the camera right now.
Mr. Cresswell and I went to middle school together. I'm sure he's older than me. So I turn this on.
Yeah, so we got our burner on here, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some a tortilla. We are going to take some oil, and we're just going to brush the outside of the tortilla with oil. The reason why I don't suggest putting oil just straight in the pan is because if you're like me, I have a heavy hand, and so it ends up being way too much oil. And so as a result, when that happens, the tortilla gets kind of soggy. So we're gonna turn that over.
Okay.
We're gonna put it down on top, and then we're gonna take our cheese. Are we using this?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Here, let me just take this off here. I'm just gonna hold it right over top, and I'm just gonna take some cheese. I'm gonna spread it out nice and evenly on the tortilla here. It's all fresh, it's sticking together real nicely.
Yeah, that's the difference when you buy already shredded cheese in a package. It sometimes is coated with cellulose.
Yeah.
Which helps to keep it
I might
together.
not buy any pre-shredded cheese now. I might be this might be a game changer for me.
Game changer. Yep.
All right, so as you see, I'm getting some on the pan here. That's okay. We'll take our other tortilla. We're gonna put that on top.
Okay.
We're also gonna put some oil on top of that because we are gonna flip these midway through. So we get a little oil on here.
What should the temperature? So I'm looking. It's everything from low to high here. What,
Yeah,
like
I would
middle?
go medium
Okay.
or medium high.
All right.
Once I get this on here, I'm gonna put a little lid over top of it so that it gives the cheese a nice barrier there so it melts better.
Perfect.
Okay, so as we put that there.
And we're looking for this then?
Yep, looking for the lid. You can put that right over top, and this allows the cheese some time here to stick. I'm also gonna just real quickly with my spatula here, push down the edges, make sure it's all tight there. And then we will put that on there on medium high. Give it a couple minutes. You know, we'll kind of, if it seems like it's not melting, you crank it up to high. But what you want to do is you want to watch for when the cheese starts to melt. Because when it starts to melt, I actually do a nice little flip, and then you get the nice crisp on both sides.
Okay, so we're kind of just looking into the side for melting cheese.
Absolutely.
All right, so while that's happening, why don't we come over here? And so we've got, why don't you talk condiments?
Yeah, so we have some salsa here. This is some fresh salsa, which is definitely recommended. If you like that, like Tostitos, like, you know, out of the jar salsa, yeah, that's okay. But this is all fresh ingredients. You know, I think that you mentioned over time here, if this is opened with all the oils and stuff in there, that it will eventually like start to kind of like
ferment.
Ferment,
It'll
yes,
start to bubble and ferment.
Yeah, so and you'll notice that, notice the taste will change and so on. So you want to try and eat this within a couple of days and keep it refrigerated after you open it up for sure.
Do you just put this on the side, like in a pile, or do you put it on top?
So I'll put a little bit on the side. I'll dip for sure, and I like to do it this way too, because then some of the extra liquid gets out of there, because I don't like a soggy quesadilla.
Yeah.
So I like to put this on the side, and then what will happen whenever the quesadilla is done, I'll dip it. I'll put that right on top, or I'll scoop it.
Okay, and then you said to also pick up an avocado, which surprised me because I thought you were going to say sour cream.
Yeah.
So what do you do with this
I know
avocado?
Mr. Giraffe was a sour cream guy. He's talking about all the healthy, you know, aspects of that, but I like an avocado. You can make guacamole out of it, but I just like to eat it plain straight. As Mr. Giraffe would also say, it's a healthy fat.
Yep.
And so if you're like me, I just cut it right here down the middle. You find that there's a core to it. What's that called?
Well, I think it's called a stone. Or
Okay.
A seed. It's a seed, because an avocado is actually a fruit. It's a
Yeah,
fruit tree
yeah.
that grows on.
So then what I just do here is I slice it across.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You can make it as big or as small as you want to do.
I'm just going to check on this while you're doing
You're checking that quesadilla.
We don't want to burn.
And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna keep it like that, and we'll come back over here and we'll flip the quesadilla.
Why don't you check it, because it's definitely
Oh, it's looking like it's melting. That's for sure.
melting,
Yeah.
so-
So let's check my flip game here and see how I do with this. All
we
right.
put the music back on. See how we do. Ooh, that looks perfect.
So
Is that what
crisp-
you're looking for?
That's
Like
exactly
a
what I'm looking for.
Golden brown?
Yep. So it's crisping up a little bit. I'm gonna put this back over top just to make sure that cheese is melting, and that'll
Okay.
give us enough minutes to go back over here for the avocado. So. Again, I like to slice it like this. Now you can wait till the quesadilla comes out, and you can be real lazy, squeeze it so it falls out on there. But basically, I'm gonna use those avocado pieces, and I'm gonna spread them over top of the quesadilla like toast. Okay, like avocado toast for those bougie people out there who would like to spend, you know, $9-10 on 2 pieces of toast with
Yes,
some avocado.
that's
You know,
me.
there's some fancy people out there.
Yes.
Yeah, is that you? Okay.
I love avocado toast.
It's funny because you can buy a loaf of bread for a buck, and you can buy an avocado for a buck, but they'll charge you $10 at the
Yeah,
restaurant.
I like
So-
it when somebody else makes it for me.
yeah,
That's-
so I'm gonna
that's
keep
fun.
this right here for right now until this quesadilla is done, and we're gonna cut it up, and then I'm gonna put some on top.
So while we're waiting for the quesadilla to be
Sure.
done, I want to point out something about an avocado that is the same as a banana or a peach. These types of fruits tend to brown very quickly when they come in contact with the air. That's called oxidization. And it's kind of like rust. It's like what happens to metal when it comes in contact with air and water. It eventually rusts and it breaks down. That's not a harmful process in a fruit, but in order to protect the flesh of the fruit and to protect it from browning, you can squeeze or brush lemon juice on it or a lemon water mixture on top of it, and that will protect the avocado and keep it fresher longer. Same with a banana. You cut up a banana and put it in some lemon water. That will prevent oxidization it will slow the process of oxidization. It won't stop it totally.
That's awesome. I did not know that, so that's,
Yeah.
that's good info.
Yep.
So it looks like our quesadilla is done.
Okay.
You see it, I left on there a little too long, so it started to bubble in the tortilla. That's perfectly fine. Again, it's up to you. You might want it crispier. You might want it less crispy. It's up to you. So we're gonna bring it over here. We got our plate lined up with our salsa and our avocado. We have a pizza cutter, which I love that you have the pizza cutter out, because that's exactly how we do it at my house. It's the best way to cut it. If you try and cut with a knife, it pulls the cheese and it pulls the quesadilla.
Kinda tears it,
Yeah,
snags
tears
it.
Whereas the pizza cutter is perfectly
Wow.
straight cut, easy.
Do you do 4s or
I do
more?
4s, yeah.
Perfect.
And so what I'll do then is I'll take a couple pieces of the avocado here. I can get some pieces out here. This is a tough knife to do.
Do you want a butter knife? Would that be better?
I'll be all right.
A fork?
I'll be all right. And so what you do here is you get a couple pieces. I like mine actually chunky, so I don't even have to squish it too much, like you know you would for avocado toast. I'll put that right on top. Whoop. A couple pieces like that, and then I'll take my spoon over here. Oh, the spoon from here. I'll load it up with some fresh salsa, and voila, you have a nice quesadilla. And I'm actually gonna take a bite. Is that all right?
Yeah, wait.
You gotta get in there too.
I gotta get in on this action too.
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's fine.
I just want to make sure our time was good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Mr. Cresswell.
Don't worry about me, guys. I'm just gonna hold the phone. You guys enjoy that quesadilla.
Oh, I love it. Look at that string.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So this is, we're able to take the mask off as long as we move apart.
Yep.
And
Cheers.
cheers. Nice. Ooh, this is looking good.
This is gonna be delicious. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
That fresh Colby Jack makes a big difference too. That's a game changer.
And this is good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't have any. You're just a cameraman.
We'll save some for you afterwards, Mr. Cresswell.
Before we sign off, I do have a couple questions that I ask all of my guest chefs, if you don't mind.
No problem.
Here we go. And we'll finish this later. The one food, Mr. Ryan King, that you cannot live without is?
Pizza. I love all sorts of
Good
pizza.
afternoon. Please pardon the interruption. We just have one announcement today.
Thank goodness.
There is no 7th grade boys football practice today.
I'll take another bite of a quesadilla while it's happening.
Any 7th grade boy who is on the football team should go home on their regular bus
This is good.
and not
It
report
is
to
good.
football
That
practice.
Colby Jack makes a huge difference.
This concludes your announcements for this afternoon. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Thank goodness. A
All right,
favorite memory surrounding food?
So favorite pizza. Favorite food is pizza. I'm not sure if I got that. All sorts of pizza because now we have barbecue chicken. You can have buffalo chicken. You can have cheese, pepperoni, all that. Favorite food memory you said?
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, Sunday lunches at my grandma's. She's an excellent cook. She would cook for all 15, 20 of us who ever showed up that week.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Reminds me of my grandparents. Your go-to kitchen gadget or tool? What kitchen gadget can't you live without?
Spatula. I mean, I use that for everything. I make eggs with a spatula. Oftentimes, I'm flipping the quesadilla with a spatula. So it's everything. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's a great segue for me because my favorite kitchen tool, my go-to kitchen tool is silicone spreader, or as some people call it, a spatula.
Yeah.
Mine are all red. And so as a thank you for being a guest chef on this show,
Look at this.
on Bucktown Cooks, you get the honorary Wildcat red silicone spatula.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This is awesome.
Yes, and so thank you so much for coming on our show, and we'll have a couple people taste test this, and we'll have to hear if they love it or leave it.
All right. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank you.
Thanks.
And thanks for joining us today.